What's up? Welcome back to Wendy Styles YouTube channel. In this video, I am showing you how I use two very simple household products that you probably already have at home in your kitchen or your pantry to do three things. Number one, get rid of dandruff. Number two, get rid of product buildup. And number three, reduce hair fall. Stay tuned. In the first part of the video, I show you how to do an apple cider vinegar rinse. This is an at-home remedy that I first discovered on Dr. Oz for getting rid of dandruff. So you'll need apple cider vinegar and water. I use organic products whenever I can, but you can feel free to use whatever you have in your kitchen or whatever is available at your local grocery store. So this water is from Sam's Club, but I would use a filtered water out of my refrigerator if I didn't have this. You'll definitely need a spray bottle. I've also seen people do this with an applicator bottle. I use essential oils whenever I can. We'll get to that later. But you'll also need a measuring cup. So I use a glass one that has a little spout at the top that makes it easier to pour. This one came from Target. If you've ever come in contact with any type of vinegar, then you know that the smell is really potent. So to ensure that my hair is fresh and moisturized, after I do the ACV rinse, I follow up with the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil, strengthening and restore hair care line. Now it's time to make your actual rinse. So grab your bottle of apple cider vinegar and give it a really aggressive shake. Sometimes if the product sits on the shelf, then the product separates and there's little particles at the bottom. You're going to continue to shake your bottle until you flip it over and you can tell that the contents are evenly distributed and it looks like this. Now it's time to mix everything together. So grab your measuring cup and pour a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar into your measuring cup. Yes, I made a mess. That's typical me. You want to follow that up with a 1/4 cup of water so that you have a 1/2 cup of liquid. Next, I add 2 drops of tea tree oil, which promotes healthy hair growth by clearing away the dead skin and leftover product that gathers at the base of hair follicles. Tea tree oil is a healing oil that improves the health of your hair and scalp. It also reduces dandruff and hair loss. Now that you've measured and mixed your 3 ingredients, you want to pour the contents of your measuring cup into your spray bottle and put the lid on, of course, and then give it a good shake to mix the ingredients up. But wait, there's more. Before you run off and get started, these styling tools will be very helpful throughout the process. A towel is needed because you are going to wash and dry your hair. Different types of combs. So the wide tooth comb is good for detangling and the other one is good for parting and separating your hair. You'll need some clips or elastic bands to hold your hair in place. A plastic cap or a shower cap of some sort is needed to prevent the liquids from dripping all over the place. And last but not least, a brush of your choice. So this is how my hair looks today. It has not been washed in 7 days. It's heavy because it has product in it, so definitely some product buildup. Then I also have dandruff on my scalp, which you can't see. Everybody knows what dandruff looks like, so I'm not gonna zoom in on that. But this is our starting point. One of the first things I do is grab a full-size bath towel, so whatever towel you normally use to wash your hair with, grab a big one. And then I drape that around my shoulders because the product will likely drip like from your scalp to your hair and then it can get on your clothes, and I don't necessarily want to walk around smelling like apple cider vinegar. And I use a hair clip to clamp the towel together so that it stays on, and now I have a cape. I use a wide tooth comb to detangle my hair. So my hair was flat ironed. I've just been wearing it in a ponytail, so I don't have many tangles. Next, I just part my hair right down the middle into 2 sections. Because my hair is already straightened and my hair is not that thick in general, 2 sections works for me. But if your hair is longer than mine, thicker than mine, if your hair does not have any heat on it, if your hair is more kinky, if your hair has more shrinkage, then you may want to part yours into 4 different sections. I section this off using one of those clips. Grab your apple cider vinegar rinse and shake it up. Make sure all the ingredients are mixed up together, and then you're ready to get started. But wait, before you actually spray this product on your hair, know that it will drip everywhere. So you don't necessarily have to spray too close to your hairline because it's gonna drip there anyway. When it's time for me to spray, I actually start like 1 inch away from my hairline. So with this part that I already created, I'm just gonna start spraying there. And spray all the way from the front to the back. And then I make another part that's like 1 inch apart from the original. Part it all the way down to the back of my head and spray again. Remember to work it in with your fingers. Nobody wants to be here all day, so I sped up this portion of the video, but this is the process in a nutshell. Make a part from the front of your head to the very back of your head. Spray the apple cider vinegar rinse on your scalp. Use your fingertips to work the product into your scalp. Repeat. If your hair is thicker or curlier than mine, then it's definitely easier to do this by parting your hair into 4 equal quadrants and then tackling it that way. I start in the center of my hair and then I continue to make those parts an inch away from each other until I get to my ear and eventually until I get to the back of my neck. This entire process takes me 10 to 15 minutes from beginning to end. Don't forget the ends of your hair. Then just put a clip in it and then move on to the other side and repeat the process. Once my scalp is covered, I continue to spray my hair from the roots to the ends. ACV is an acetic acid with extreme antibacterial and antifungal properties. So it cleans your scalp by eating through and dissolving the dirt particles without stripping your hair of its natural oils. It helps to balance the pH level and it also stimulates healthy hair growth. So now I'm just putting my hair up into a ponytail because we're going to put a shower cap on it so we can sit and let it process. Even though I'm wearing a towel to prevent this rinse from dripping all over the place, I do wear a plastic cap and I set a timer for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, I head over to the sink and I rinse my hair with lukewarm water. So before you put any shampoo or any conditioner in it, you want to try to rinse out as much of the vinegar as you can. The vinegar smells really bad and you don't want any traces of that lingering in your hair. So give your hair a good rinse with just some cool water or some lukewarm water, whatever you prefer, and then grab your favorite shampoo. I just used the Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthening and Restore Shampoo. This is what the shampoo looks like. I'm gonna follow that up with the hair mask, which is basically like a deep conditioner. Whenever you're doing a deep conditioner or any type of hair mask, don't forget your edges. You also wanna work it through to the ends. I normally comb through my deep conditioners too because I like to make sure that the product is evenly distributed throughout my hair. Once I feel like I have good coverage, I just pull my hair up and let this sit for another 15 minutes, depending on what I'm doing. If I don't have anything to do, like during these quarantine days, I might let this sit for an hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, you know, just depends on what my day looks like. So that's the deep conditioning process. Alright, so now I did the apple cider vinegar rinse, I shampooed it, I deep conditioned it with a hair mask. Now I'm going in with my leave-in conditioner. This is what the product looks like. Starting with my edges and outer perimeter, I'll work this through from the roots to the ends. I don't use any fancy process to work this through my hair either because my hair is very easy to manage. I can detangle it with my fingers. I don't have a lot of shrinkage. It hardly ever gets tangled up. So like, I basically just work it through with my fingers. But you can definitely use a comb too. I'm just gonna use my paddle brush to slick it up into a ponytail. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to let me know by giving me a thumbs up and dropping me some comments. More hair videos are on the way, so be sure to subscribe to my channel if you like this content, and I will see you next time.